kua roa e manaki hiana mai anō, ia i tō matau papa ia korowe tere, ia nana ia, ka mutu, ko te āhuatanga o te hononga kia reipa, kua piri pono i roto i ngā tau. I te waia Helen Clark, ka tana mahi ki roto i te United Nations, nā te Kiingi, nā te ariki o tūwhare toa, me Sir Paul Reeves i ātahari aia ki reira, kia kōpaua tana aia ki tana mahi. Ka mutu ka piri pono ki ngā rangatira i roto i ngā tau, kia Jacinda Ardern, ka mutu. I rā kōrero aroha kua puea mai rā ki runga i te marae tēnei rā. Aira wātu, me te mea nei, ko tā te Kiingitanga, ka mahi tahi me te kāwanatanga o te wā, ka hamahama i e te hiwa, ka arohaina i e te hiwa, kei runga i ngā kaupapa rerere o te wā. Kia mōhio rātou, ko ngā ōhākia te Kiingi mo te kotahitanga me te huarahi o te mana motu hake, kaore e mate i te taho tō tātou Kiingi. Ka whakarite tana iwi ki te whakatutuki i e rā kaupapa, i e rā kōrero, ahakoa pewea te roa o te noho o tēnei kāwanatanga, o e tehi kāwanatanga rane, kia mōhio rātou ko te huarahi o te mana motu hake, te matua, ko ngā tōranga pū, haere mai, haere atu. Yeah, so there's a whole host of things happening on the marae. The kitchen will be working overtime, really, this evening to make sure that everyone is looked after. There's Waka that are being prepared, there's organisation that's being prepared, and really planning stages are almost in their final stages.
Will it take place much the same as Tuheitia's mother's final day?
Very much so. So that's been a process from each of the heads of the Kiingitanga, right from Pootatau, right through to Teriki Nui Te Ateirangi Kāhu. So that's sort of like a set type of process that happens on that day.
And members of the public who want to come and see the final day take place, they can be along the riverbank. Where can they go to?
They can just be present. Hey, so they can be present on the marae, they can be present on the riverbank, they can be part and parcel of the kotahitanga movement. As the King said, kotahitanga has space for everybody.
And just ahead of the final day, how would you describe the last few days?
So there's been mixed emotions, really. There's been some sad, real sad moments. There's been some joking and frivolity, especially on the marae and around the traps. There's been a lot of memories and a lot of people, and the outpouring of aroha is just something that will never ever be forgotten. Ka mutu kei te whakarite tonu. Kua tata, te whakatoka i e te o ngā kaupapa. Engari, ka mahi ngā mahi runga i te marae, ka hiki nake ki runga ki te wakataua, ko hoia, ki runga o taupiri, ka wahaina ki tana wāhi o ki o kinga, ki runga o te mata o tūtonga. Koira, noe o e tāia te whakamarama i tēnei wā, i te āhuatanga, o e tehi o ngā panonitanga, e tehi o ngā whakarite kei te whāia ki a toka. E whā ki taku mōhio, ko tātahi ora te waka o te Kiingi. Nāna i whakahau ki a mahia mai he waka, ko tātahi ora tira. Ko Waikura, ki ngō tātou huanga o Ngāti Mahanga. Ko tāki timu i āta tono mai, a tauranga moana kia kawea mai tō rātou waka, whakaitia e te hunga whakahaere waka, me te waka oroto tokoroa i te wāhanga kia Ngāti Raukawa. Ai, whakai ana ki te katoa kia haere mai. ko taku pouri, kaori i konei ki te whakatakoto i ana kōrero i a te taringa o te Kiingi e ora tonu ne. He no ki te tae mai i roto i te aroha, ana ka manaki tia tērā aroha, tērā manuwhiri ki Wainganui i amata. Sorry? So we will look after all of the manuwhiri that come on, whether they're politicians, whether they're pack and save workers. We will look after them all. We are a bit saddened that the messages weren't able to be delivered whilst the king was still alive. Just last week we had the koronehana, but if Mr. Seymour comes with aroha, we will accept that aroha and we will look after that aroha.
Kia ora, Rahui Grace from RNZ Pacific. A Pacific contingent came last week to the koronehana. They are here today. How important is it to the Kiingitanga for them to be here today?
Very, very important, because throughout the life of the Kiingitanga, and especially with Kiingi Tuheitia, he embraced his cousins of the Pacific, the Ariki families and the various ones. And he talked about a lot of our Pacifica cousins living here in Aotearoa and how we need to look after that close relationship. It has been like a close family relationship with almost every island of the Pacific, and it was wonderful last week to see the outpouring of aroha that came to the koronehana, and then again to see it throughout the tangi process.
He whakapūtanga moana declaration which calls for well rights. Will the King legacy still uphold that?
Very much so. So that's something that has been solidified by Kiingi Tuheitia in his life. And so that will be something that will be a legacy matter that we will uphold going forward.
Going forward, will we see more Pacific come to events like this for the Kiingitanga?
We certainly hope so, because we had Pacifica here at the Hui Motu and throughout the sort of process of the kotahitanga movement to date. And we certainly hope that the strong relationships. Look, the Te Moana Nui a Kiwa is not just a body of water, it's actually a connector for Māori and all of our Pacifica cousins to be able to discuss and debate things, to be able to find resolutions. We think that with our ancestral intelligence, with our mātauranga, we could provide solutions to things like climate change, things like protecting the whales, things like how do we clean up the moana. We think that ancestrally, the moana was so very important to all of us, we have some solutions to be able to do that. Not in a political sense, but in a cultural and ancestral sense.
Sorry to ask you to repeat yourself, but can you tell us about the 4 Waka that will be involved tomorrow?
So I understand that there will be 4 Waka on the water, Tātahi ora, which was commissioned by the King for the 150th celebrations of the Kiingitanga in 2008. And then there will be Waikura, which will be manned by generally Ngāti Mahanga. Taki Timu is another waka from Tauranga Moana. They've made a special plea to be able to bring their waka as well. And then a waka from Tokoroa with our Ngāti Raukawa cousins.
And who will carry the King's casket at the moment?
So one of the processes is that there will be selected people from within the motu to be able to be the pallbearers of the mara. Ko re tae au nā te mea kāre au I haere, engari mōhiu au I tū te hui, mā te tikau mārua tērā pātai hei whakautu. Our heart goes out to everybody. We invite everybody to connect either in person or online, and so we've made a conscious effort to try and have an opportunity for people to be engaged over the process. And so I say to them, we are all feeling that sense of mourning, that sense of grief, and no matter if you're here or at your homes in New Zealand or even overseas. We've got some real cool messages from Indigenous people across the world that are sending their messages. As far as London with King Charles III, with other particular leaders as well. And I say to all of those that are connecting online, tēnei te mihi atu.
Final kātai whānau.
Thousands of people participated across Turangawaewae Marae, including politicians today, dignitaries. What does that say about the Kiingitanga movement and the significance of Tuheitia and its legacy?
I think it's a testament. It's a testament to the leadership of the Kiingitanga and a testament to the legacy leadership of Kiingi Tuheitia himself. I think by them coming in droves, coming in thousands, that is a real testament about really the kotahitanga that has been shown, not just of late, but throughout the generations. And I think people are coming not only to grieve, but to be part and parcel of that kotahitanga. Kiingi Tuheitia called for kotahitanga while he was alive, and this is a testament of kotahitanga while he lies in state.
That's us.
Kia ora koutou.